second down following the run. Again, it's Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Come on, let's go.
Watson now to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry now for Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Six yards to go here on second down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. He'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man, complete. And he's gonna get this all the way down inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On the counter, it's Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Whitney Merciless in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. His kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now it's Miller, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
To throw is Watson. To throw on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
First down throw, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Muhammad Wilkerson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. first chance for the backup here to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Schaefer. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. Ellington now to return it. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Let's go.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go. 1-9. Ohio.
After the penalty, it's Miller. Quick move by Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
All right, here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They're in the second quarter now in Oakland. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. second half begins with a run from Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Watson hands this to Foreman. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Watch it now. Over.
Throwing on first down. Schaefer steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Schaefer. And Robinson with a big catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go. Green.
On 1st and 10, Schaefer. And that'll be incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Off the bootleg. Schaefer gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught at the 10. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
On first and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult third and goal here.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Here's Watson. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Now let's go. 3 down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schaefer leaping over him. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. Schaefer. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Ellington. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Play action, it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. John Simon not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag, you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Will Fuller. Nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, Schaefer. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw on second down. Schaefer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Schaefer escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
That one complete to Yeldon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And some space here. And this will be a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to let it go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Here we go.
On first down, Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Third and long. It's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Hurdles over him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. The Colts on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jeff Locke now in punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Set. All right, now, look at 56.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And tough starting field position here.
Let's go. Brand 38. Ohio. Check. Punch. Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
On the counter, it's Miller. Room past the 20. Lamar Miller, 30, past the 20. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Watch tight end. Hey. Come on, let's go.
Now Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Play clock winding down. On second down, Lacey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. That'll be taken in the end zone. Pretty move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney Merciless in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And pressure gets to him again. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down, check, check. Here we go. Red 38, red 38.
So that'll back them up 5.
Double tight. Four down. Check, four down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.